Chat brought to you by,
Okay, right.
and we once again back at y'all with another. This is a special episode to me because it is releasing on none other than 8/24 MamBa Day. Kobe passed on a few years ago, but prior to that, he gave us so much years of high quality, never giving up, never settling basketball. MamBa will remember you forever. And also RIP to Gigi, his daughter, who also lost her life the same day as his. MamBa's out, but MamBa forever in our hearts. All right, first topic.
I like that. Great segue into question number one. How do you feel about Nike brand giving Kobe's brand to DeMar DeRozan?
Yo, I'm so topsy-turvy with it because when I heard that them and Vanessa settled whatever differences and what they had, I was extremely happy. You know, help us get the Gigi's, and just to say more was to come. And but I remember AD had his own pair of Kobe's, and so did PJ Tucker. And the PJ Tucker was actually really, really nice. So like DeMar was also known as the Kobe King. Baller from LA. If you look at his game, it's not Kobe, but it is Kobe-esque.
Yeah, did not play in the last game after starting all the way up to it. Little windshield
range, that's 2000, early 90s basketball. That's where the shooting guard lived. And that's like really where his game flourishes. So I can see why the brand would lead towards him. This is no shot to DeMar, but I don't know. There's something about it. Like, can he carry that? Like, that's like the Kobe sneaker legs. Mm-hmm. Does DeMar make enough of a splash to say, like, yo, we're gonna carry this? Like, PJ Tucker isn't as good as DeMar, but at least he's the sneaker king. You feel me? AD couldn't do because it's never on court. You feel me? So DeMar is on the court, he's a better player, but like, I don't know, something about like his sneaker catalog, even though he's like the Kobe King, doesn't say like, yo, the sneaker culture is gonna shift towards DeMar.
No, I see, well, you know how I feel about DeMar. I love me some DeMar. I tell my kids, you know, study DeMar DeRozan, become a good basketball player. Besides that, like you said, DeMar's from LA.
Mm-hmm.
He continued that legacy. DeMar's always played in Kobe's after playing the Jordans and having Kobe say, nah, I'm playing these. You know what I mean? So I can see why Nike would give it to DeMar, the brand, I mean. But besides that, I feel like the Kobe brand is going to turn into a somewhat Jordan brand. Not the same level, but like a Jordan brand. We'll see more athletes start associating themselves with the Kobe brand. So DeMar could just be a start for Nike.
But like,
and he's the perfect start because of what he meant as far as Kobe's and like the lineage of Kobe's. You may start to see Devin Booker, just like when they did the Kobe 2. Devin had a pair, DeMar had a pair, and I think Giannis also had a pair. Yeah. I don't see them moving Giannis to the Kobe line.
Giannis really don't.
Exactly. But those two, and Devin's pretty young, so he could usher in the Kobe line too.
And here's my thing with it. I don't have a problem with DeMar having PEs. I don't have a problem with any player. Like when PJ and AD got their PE that was released, that was cool. I was like, oh, that's dope. But to say the whole line, I don't know. Like,
I was the face of the brand. I don't feel like he's gonna be out here being a spokesman or you should buy some Kobe's because DeMar DeRozan wears them. Nah, just DeMar DeRozan isn't like he's a Luka for Jordan brand.
I feel you.
Luka's not gonna sell the sneaker, but his play is gonna determine whether or not his Luka 1 does numbers.
I feel you. And honestly, I'm not against it. totally, because I just wanted the Kobe's to come back. And if this is the way they gotta come back, I'm 100% good with that. I just want to see the brand succeed. Like, don't try to overflood the market. We already know how Kobe did during his play day. And yeah, give us 2 to 3 great players a year, and let's just call that what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
But also, man, let's up it to 4, because each year there needs to be a pair dedicated to female basketball. I think like they should highlight a WNBA player each year with her own pair of Kobe's that gets released to the masses because of what Gigi meant to Kobe. Like, I'm not gonna say he fell out of love with basketball, but he was done with it until she really got into it. And like, I have daughters, and I would see him coaching and the pride he took in seeing his daughter take over kind of what was his thing. Like, I feel like that shouldn't get something that's ever lost moving forward with the Kobe line. Yo, let us know how y'all feel down below. Like, do you think DeMar can carry the torch? Or do you think, or you have another suggestion of how Nike could roll back out the Kobe line series in a way that, one, they're giving us fire sneakers, and 2, it rolls over or like becomes more relevant to the sneaker culture now that the shock of Kobe's passing is no longer shock.
Sure.
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
You're back to the same animal, different beast. Kanye and Adidas. Ye hasn't said anything about the Adidas version of the foam runner that I've seen, but I know he's seen it, and I know he does. If you didn't like the slippers, which was just similar material, I know he hates these because they clearly took the material, the design inspiration, and made their own Adidas foam runner. Do you think it's reconcilable between Ye and Adidas?
History shows us that Ye needs a lot of talking to in order to reconcile. But yes, I think it's reconcilable. If the two, to reconcile is about growth. Just being able to listen in partnership. Ye doesn't feel like Adidas has been a great partner, but Adidas knows that they still need Kanye. So at some point, head of Adidas and Kanye are going to be able to have a conversation just to like clear up product line and what's going on and how they can be better at the collaboration. Even if they go their separate ways, I feel like Ye isn't the person that really holds a grudge, because even with Nike, he's back to wearing Nike stuff. He's back to saying, even in my contract as a partner, I should be allowed to wear Nike. So I don't think that it's irreconcilable.
I think it's done. I think we're gonna have a few years where new Yeezy things are gonna come out to just, I'm not sure what's already in the works to be made, but just to clear up whatever is going on. But the fact that Ye is radio silent right now, I feel like, he's hit that point where like, I'm done, and I'm looking for my next move. Because I get it, Ye is hard to work with, because in everything he does, he's very much an artist. And I illustrated the book. Go to www.memmapk.com if you guys want to support and buy that. And one thing I do know is that as an artist, you have those times where you're motivated to do something. That doesn't always coincide with the business aspect of like, there's a deadline. We need this because we need product to put out. And Ye is also a big enough artist to say, yo, I'm not doing this right now. But Adidas is a big enough brand to say, we're not waiting. You feel me? Like, we have physical stores. We need to put physical products in. Like, you're off with Gap, you're off with Balenciaga. All that is cool for you, but for the Adidas brand, that's not working. And Ye, he can't stifle his art to something for a bit, because then it won't work.
Yeah.
It won't feel like genuine love of creating product, which is his art form. It'll feel like a job, and he got fired from the Gap, so I don't think Ye is gonna get jobs. So I do think that it's over between them. So what I ask you now is, if it isn't fixable with Ye, one, where would you like to see him go? And two, where do you honestly see him go?
The only thing I'd like to see him go back to is Nike.
Listen, if they can't fix this Adidas thing, I doubt they fix the Nike thing.
What? Hey, bring Nike Yeezys back? They would do, Nike would do it, because right now
Yeah, I was about to say they need somebody. You know what? Hey, I'm not even wrong. Nike might actually need to pull that trick, but go ahead.
We retro that. What do I actually see him going? If it's not with Adidas, then probably a high-end brand, probably partnership with Balenciaga. I'm going back to Louis. One of those two places.
Hey, well, you want to see him go with Nike?
Yeah, for sure. I need that retro.
Where I would like to see Ye go, honestly, I think if it doesn't work with Adidas, they should just tour the brands. And right now, nowhere has more impactful collabs than New Balance.
I'm about to leave.
Bro,
I'm about to leave.
a Ye, not even 550, a Ye 2002, come on, like, Ye would body New Balance. Also, Ye was big on.
I would not support it.
Yeah, you're not getting the Ye New Balance?
Until he leaves, nah.
You're not getting,
support.
you're not getting the Yeezy Balance?
Nah,
You're a liar. Yo, mark my words, guys. You're gonna see him in some Yeezy Balance if it happens. But yeah, that's where I personally want to see him go, take on that challenge. And also, if Ye touches New Balance, they're out of here.
That's all you know to do.
I feel like while he does own 100% of his Yeezy, I feel like he will get actual stock in New Balance if he goes there.
Where is he gonna actually? Where do you actually see him? So when you actually see him going?
What do I actually? Well, that's honestly where I actually wanted to see him going. But what do I think Ye needs to do? He already owns 100% of Yeezy. He's worked with Adidas for a long time and has an intimate ideology of the behind-the-scenes process. He needs to go on his own. I do not see any company being able to make billionaire Ye happy because he moves at his own pace. Like when he was passionate about music, gave us 2 albums, haven't heard from him. You feel me? Broke out. Even whenever he hits stage, you don't really know if that's A or not. You feel me?
It's true. He might have a stunt double.
Huh?
He might have a stunt double.
The
I can see him doing that.
Ye is crazy. Is not crazy. It's artistic enough for me to think that he thinks he is his own stuff. He might think he's setting the real Ye out there. Like, alright, yeah, give the people really what they want. Like, yeah, when he was crazy about music, he did his thing in music. He broke out. Super inspired with the sneakers. He went and he changed the Adidas brand. Like, I know overseas Adidas is big, but he made Adidas super relevant in America. You feel me? Like, yeah, they always had a presence, but not like what they had when Ye touched down. But it also comes with his timing, like when he wants to work on something. So if he has his own brand, it is going to be inconsistent. But when he drops something, one, you know you're getting good products because he doesn't skim on the materials. Two, you know you might as well get it now because you don't know when the next one will come out. So I think Ye needs to just put those billions to work and really invest in himself.
That's what's up. I don't think he's gonna do that though.
Would you cop Yeezy? It's not like
Just Yeezy?
like just Yeezy.
Yeah, for sure. Strictly from the game?
Let us know how y'all feel down
Yeah,
below,
yeah.
man. Once again, this is MamBa Day. Kobe, you're the greatest. Number 1 on my list. Fisher's number 2. It's your boy Sneaker D.
You got just
It's K-Chat brought to you by.
K-Wenty.
We out.
Peace out.